used to have two theaters. Photoplay and
We just basically stumbled on this old movie theater.
It was teenagers' night at the theater.
It was a great place. It was a meeting place, and that I grew greatly attached to.
this one was in the town hall.
That
But they used to have
I grew greatly attached to.
My name is Helen Dargy. I lived in Cheshire for quite a few years, and I used to take the train to the theater when I was a young girl. All my girlfriends and I, one by the name of Marie Jaffick, one by Elodie Gaylord, and we used to, well, I used to have to go home from church, then hurry up, change, and run to get the to try to get the train.
I was born in Cheshire, Mass. I came to Adams when I was 3 years old, and I've lived around this section of the Main Street ever since.
When I first walked into this theater about a year ago, my reaction was, wow! I couldn't believe the space. How it just, I can envision exactly what it could be. Don't you? Can't you see it?
We just basically stumbled on this old movie theater a couple of years ago. We were driving through town, visiting a friend, looking around at real estate because we've been living in the city. My partner and I have been living there for 20 years. We got to a point where we were ready to see what else was out there. And my friend, who's in his late 30s, who's lived in Adams all his life, John Worth, he said, you know, I think there's a theater here. And it seems like most of the people who are maybe under 40 years old don't know that there's this theater back here. So I said, okay, well, maybe we'll check it out. And I contacted Community Development, and Donna Season, the director there, said, yeah, we have a theater here, and it's for sale. So we decided to just clean up the whole space and take it over and start having events. The town got behind us. There's a lot of people from the town who joined our board of directors, and we started the organization.
The money that we used to go to the theater was the money you would earn through doing errands around your own home and stuff. And at the time, going to the movies for me was 10 cents when I started out, and then it went up to 11 cents. And I remember one time I dropped my dime and it went off the curb, and it had been raining a lot. I had an awful time trying to scrape it up, but I got it to get in. And I had to earn that money.
Oh yeah, movies was very important. You remember a lot. That was very important day. On a Wednesday night, Friday night, or Sunday night was our date nights. The couples didn't go out every night. They went out 2 times a week. It was different. And we'd go, we walked, and that was very romantic. That was very nice. And the children I'm talking about is because now they have no place to go.
How did you get away with it?
We would hear it. They used to call it the bulkhead down by Cheshire Lake. And we'd hear the train whistle, and we'd be at the end of the street, and we'd have to run up to hurry up and get the train to come into Adams and go to the movies. This was an every Sunday affair with myself and my friends. We looked forward to that every Sunday to do this.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
my parents were a little concerned about me going, you know, to the theater during the day, even during the day, because I was, I don't know, maybe 10 years old or whatever, but we didn't have the problems we have today. But it was a great place. It was a meeting place, and that I grew greatly attached to, because I made a lot of friends there. It was a wonderful place to visit people. It was neat, it was clean. We even had an usher. You know, I don't even have ushers today. We had an usher, and he wore a jacket, and he had a flashlight, and he said, "Get your feet off the chair."
All these great stories started gushing out about, you know, what they would do when they were being chased by the person who had the flashlight, and they were sneaking in, and Marshall Joseph, and it was just incredible to hear all the stories. And but there's one story in particular that I kept, it was sort of like a recurring theme, and so I'm curious. Okay, how many of you here remember your first kiss in the Adams Theater? Oh, come on.
Started by renovating the cafe because we wanted to have a place where we could begin showing the space to people. We wanted to have a place where we could start having events and start doing things that people could associate with this location. People, you know, they go to Pittsfield, they go to North Adams, but when do they come to Adams to see a show? Now they can.
I'd like to see something there. I mean, if it's not going to be a theater, but you could put on concerts, I suppose, and stuff like that.
We recently received a donation of 200 seats from a local movie theater. This summer we're going to be hosting our first film festival in the theater all summer long with movies that were made in the Berkshires.
I'm going to tell you what, Topia to me right now is the hub of Adams. It's the going thing. It's the thing that's got the most going for it. You know, they talked about the Greylock Glen. Well, when I was, I'm talking about going to school, well, they were thinking about the Greylock Glen then, okay? And I'm 72, and they ain't done it yet, right? So I think the theater is the thing.